lads, Ben and Jay here. We're here to talk to you about the epic challenge of Boomerang Loop, about our journey of cycling around Australia next year. Initially, the idea is to do a new challenge. We wanted to do something that's going to test us, but also within the constraints of COVID and lockdown, and being able to do something within the country. But the basis of this came from being just normal people.
Mental challenge.
Yeah, mental challenge that just wanted to. That I believe that anyone can do this.
Yeah.
I believe that anyone can cycle around Australia if they have the right mentality to be able to do it.
Yeah, we're not cyclists. We don't have the greatest cardio, but we want to just show that anybody can, the average person can just get out and exercise and push themselves to the limit.
Yeah.
So it's really about that mental capacity and
pushing yourself mentally is where it came from. So yeah, and just sticking to something, and on the days that you don't want to get up and get on a bike, it's those days that you've got to keep going and keep trying. So that's where it's all been born from.
So we're looking to set off around August, September 2022. We're going to be averaging around 280 to 300 kilometers a day, which is going to be quite a substantial amount of Ks. So that will probably be from around 10 to 12 hours of actually cycling, and then we'll probably be resting and eating throughout the day. So it's going to be quite full on. We're going to have to keep that average pace quite high.
The reason why we've set the sort of time of year and stuff is to factor in weather, and to make sure that obviously going into northern Australia is different climate to South Australia and Victoria and stuff like that. So we're trying to make sure that everywhere that we're going is going to be sort of the cooler temperatures and the cooler climates throughout that period of the year. So it works out the best that you can get a more or less an average sort of temperature that's a mid temperature for the whole duration of the trip.
At the minute, we're actually been emailing quite a lot of the Australia's best nutritionists and personal trainers who specialise in the cycling world. So we're trying to get some sponsorship through that at the minute. So we're talking to a few different people, but if you guys know anyone that you can help us out, that would be amazing. A lot of our training's done at 168, CrossFit 168 in CBD and Alexandria here. And we're doing a lot of the training through a plan that we found on the internet, which has different zones from 1 to 5. But as we sort of progress, we're going to start homing in on the heart rate monitors and getting really aggressive with the training program that we use when we get out on the road as well.
I haven't nailed down the charity just as of yet, but it is going to be a mental health based charity.
I've suffered from mental health myself, and I know there's a lot of people around the world that go around with a smiley face, but they have that day-to-day struggle. And I get it links back to this mental challenge of cycling around Australia, the mental challenge of mental health problems, where they are fighting every day with mental strains.
When it gets to day 26, 27, we're absolutely knackered, physically drained and mentally drained. We wake up when it's 6 a.m, we've got 300k to cover that day, it's raining and freezing cold, and the last thing we want to do is get on the bike again. It's been able to revert back to this is what it's for, and this is why we're here. So
our mental battle along the 50 days or less is going to be nothing compared to somebody who suffers from mental illness 365 days a year. So yeah, if we can raise money for a charity and make sure it's getting to the right people, our job's done, we'll be happy. Thank you guys for watching today. We really appreciate any support along the way. Basically, if you want to follow us on Instagram or YouTube or even TikTok, we've got now as well.
Jesus Christ.
Boomerang Loop Au. That's our URL. That's our username. Thank you.